Alright, we're back out here, continuing our cut and thrust test. This time we have the, show you that way, the Marbles Cutlass sword machete. Right off the bat, what can I say about it? I was just using the cold steel just a second ago. Check out that video for the cut and thrust tests. That's the cold steel sword machete Cutlass. Here it is, I have both of them. And right off the bat, you can see one's a little bit longer. The cold steel is on the bottom. It's definitely a little bit longer. They're both about the same thickness and blade. Should say the same width. Thickness wise, I don't know if you can see that there. The bottom one is the cold steel. It's definitely thicker. Definitely thicker. So I'm not sure how much that'll really, throw us off. But the Marbles is definitely lighter. So, you lose a little bit. The hand grip in here is a little bit thicker than the cold steels. Show you that. Cold steel has more of an ergonomic, smoothed out. Well, this is a little bit more robust. So if I had to be honest, this doesn't feel quite as comfortable. It's not uncomfortable. It's just not as ergonomic as the cold steel. But I still feel nice. Got a nice knuckle guard here, knuckle bar guard. And you have the reverse guard here that the cold steel doesn't have. You see, it's just kind of, it's just smoothed out there, so your hand fits in well, but it's not really a guard there. So, your hand back here, I mean, I'm not going to say that your hand isn't exposed with this one, but your hand is just a little more exposed, I guess. However, for some swordsmanship moves, I like having the guard here. This allows me to be able to use my thumb grip a little bit better. I'm still learning some techniques. So having that there, I definitely would say I like. I wish the cold steel had that one as well. But, there are two different pieces. Anyways, let's go ahead and see how this one does on some cut and thrusts. Thank you for joining us. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just run the Marbles by itself right now. Marbles Cutlass. We're going to start with an opening downward diagonal cut. Let's see how I do. Very clean. Very clean. Let's see if I can do the same thing with my left hand. Still pretty clean. Still pretty clean. Alright, now we're going to switch over to some vertical cuts. Alright. Got in there, but not the cleanest cut. Let's see if I can pull off a vertical cut from the left-hand side. Woohoo! I like. Alright, on this next one, I'm going to try a heavier, thicker plastic bottle. I don't know if I have the most confidence in this one to pull it off. Unlike the cold steel, this one's a little bit lighter, a little less mass to it. So I think that might be a challenge, but we'll see. Not quite. Definitely has some good leakage, but didn't quite make it through. Alright, we're going to try that again. Another angled cut. This time I'm going to put two hands on the sword. See if that gives me any assistance in getting the job done. Nothing. Alright, came in low. Definitely cut in there, you can see, but not clean through. Alright, now time for a quick tree branch test. Full disclaimer, this is, it's kind of rotted wood, so it's not super hard. It's a little bit wet. I don't know, if they recommend that or not. But it proves a good resistance. Let's see how we do. Yeah, heating it up. got stuck in there. Alright, see if I can get that off. Let's see here. No edge damage. It's not bad. This is supposed to just be a stainless steel blade. So, you know, I'm proud of that. Let's see. Still feels relatively sharp there. Pretty sharp, I should say. Now it's time for the log test. Here you have a log that has been hacked into a little bit. The cuts here were made by the cold steel. So I'm going to flip it around this time. And I'm going to cut over here, right along this way, in the fresh spot. Sorry, there you go. I'm going to cut right along here in the fresh spot there. Let's see what we can do. Similar results. It's getting in there. Not quite as deep. This has a little less mass to it. A little less forward swing. The balance on this one is actually set about the same as the cold steel, but the cold steel has a little more blade to it and definitely thicker. There's more mass in the blade. So, you know, in that sense, I'm gonna say this one's nice, just, you know, because of how light it is, and I do really enjoy that. You know, you can recover from your swings really easy with this one. The cold steel did provide more of a challenge with recovering from some of the swings, but I'm gonna say that I favor this one right now only because of the extra mass. The extra forward swing just makes it a little easier to get that kind of cleaving cut, you know. This one I got to really put more wrist work in, and maybe it's because I'm still a beginner that I'm struggling with that, but you know, we'll see as I practice if I could get better with this one. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, now let's get to the point of things. Oh, I'm sorry, before we get to the point of things, let's see if this can cut. You know, let's see. Yeah, definitely dulled a little bit. No damage, but the blade just doesn't feel quite as sharp. Let's see what it does to some bottles after hitting the wood. Alright, we'll start with a nice thin plastic. See what we can get. Alright, 3 clean cuts. Maybe it just took me some time to get warmed up. Alright, let's see how we do with a thicker bottle here. Thicker bottle. Coming up. More mass, thicker plastic. Still took it off. Still took it off right off the top. Nice and easy. Now let's get down to the point of things, or should I say the point of this blade. Let's see how we do on thrusts. Swords like this aren't supposed to be the best conducive for thrusting, but I don't think it'll matter too much. Nope. Alright. Let's see what else we can do here. Real easy. Real easy. Alright, now we're going to try a thrust against a thicker plastic. Right through. Try the left-handed side. Right through. Not quite on that cut. I can't get that one down yet for some reason. Alright, so general feedback. I may have to take back what I said earlier about preferring the cold steel to this one. They each have their benefits and perks. While the cold steel is definitely more favorable on the cutting, you know, I should say, just pretty much the cutting. This one is just delightful to carry. It definitely mimics the weight and feel of just a regular old machete, with a, you know, more elaborate hand protection there, you know. So I'm still kind of undecided. I can say this one hasn't taken any damage from any of the tests that we did today, and I'm very proud of that. Like I can say the difference between this and the cold steel, this one was only 20 bucks, whereas my cold steel was about 40. Anyhow, yeah, I would definitely recommend this one also to anyone just getting into cutting, want a cheap functional option, or any modern day pirates. You know, you might like this. This would be good to use on a ship. Anyhow, let me know what you think of this one. That's once again the Marbles Cutlass Sword Machete. Alright, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Please stay tuned.